Hello, my lovelies, water signs. This is going to be your December monthly. As we approach New Year's, I'm going to be doing a more in-depth sign specific, so one for each of the 12 zodiacs, and that will be your year ahead predictions. So those ones will be longer, and those will be sign specific, not time specific. So let's get into this one. Is a collective reading for all water sign placements. So Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Let's see what we need to know. What's going on for the water signs for the month of December? What is the energy and how do they raise the vibration? Ooh, okay, so Spirit needs you to shift your perspective somewhere. Where in your life can you think of that you need to maybe see things from a different vantage point? Maybe put yourself in their shoes or evaluate the situation and see things a little bit differently. They're giving me the word subjective. So sometimes when we look at a situation, it's subjective, right? It's from our own personal experiences is how we're able to interpret the information. So I feel like some of you are going to be changing or need to change your perspective. Spirit needs you to remember how to breathe, okay? We don't want to be blue in the face, right? We don't want to pass out from not breathing. So remember, breath work is important. It's going to help you feel better, okay? Because every time you inhale, you're getting that fresh oxygen in, and every time you exhale, you're exhaling some of that yucky energy out. So I feel like grounding and breath work is going to be important for you in the month of December. It's holiday season, right? That stresses a lot of people the fuck out. Let's be real here. So you might not want to deal with family. Maybe you don't want to deal with the expense of everything. If you can't, you can't. People can either understand or not. Who cares? But you've got to do what's best for you. So if everything's stressing you out in life come December, remember to breathe. My breath connects me to life. So inhale the good shit and exhale the bad shit. Breathe like you know how. Remember that honesty is the best policy. So I feel like, some truth bombs might find people this holiday season. I do think that because we're in the age of Aquarius, and then we're going to be in Sagittarius season, and then into Capricorn season, that, there's going to be a lot of things that come up that we're going to have to learn to express or deal with. So be honest. And if it's not for you, it's not for you. My sexuality is sacred. I feel like maybe you guys have been celibate for a while. I feel like you don't want to just share that with just anybody, right? It needs to be something that's valued. And if you've been in situations where you've been taken advantage of that way or manipulated for those reasons, then I feel like that kind of gives you the ick about being intimate with anybody. So realize that it is a sacred gift and that should only be shared with people who truly value you. And if they don't, they haven't earned it, so don't give it out. All right? What do we need to know from our angels? Thank you, angels. Ooh, raise your vibration. Okay, so I always choose you guys as oracles intuitively. This deck is called How to Raise Your Vibration, and this card says, raise your vibration. So let's get the whole message because clearly it's pretty loud. So I'm going to read you from the Angel Oracle Guide. And this is Archangel Metatron. So what I'm being drawn to is right here in the center of his chest. I feel like Spirit's trying to get you to open your heart chakra, okay, to the right people, not the wrong people. And as a result, if you look closely, it starts to kind of illuminate. And I feel like that's going to be your connection to the divine, is not only shifting your perspective somewhere, but raising your vibration is going to help you really draw in support from the ethers, from spirit, from the angels, your guides, in order to really communicate how you need to, what you need to, right? All of these things, it's going to amplify that energy. So let's see what they have to say. All right, so it says it's time to move up a level, right? You're in elevation, ascension. It's time to fly high. You may have experienced some setbacks or felt low recently, but that is behind you now, and you have the opportunity to light up like never before. Everything in the entire universe is comprised of energy, and that energy vibrates, drawing towards its similar energy. So raising your vibration means aligning yourself with situations, people, places, and choices that you know will lift you up, support you, and help you grow. When this card appears, you have overcome the darkness and are moving into a time of opportunity. Like a phoenix rising from the ashes, you can be reborn. Know that angels are acknowledging your commitment to growth. You are filled with inspiration now and attracting only the good. There is a sense of achievement around you at this time. You may be receiving documentation, certification, or a reward of some description to acknowledge your growth or experience. This is a time to cherish, a time to enjoy the rewards of your commitment to living with integrity and doing good. You have overcome many challenges and risen above adversity, judgment, and possibly even abuse. And that really resonates with this card, because this card literally says it's all about you being taken advantage of sexually at any point in your life. So we're overcoming all of those things. You are ascending spiritually and personally at this time, and the universe is supporting you. This is the pathway of light, the pathway of your soul's evolution, ascension, exactly what I was picking up. So I do feel like angels are supporting you. December might be a big pivotal month for you, career or otherwise. Ooh, power and intention. So if you are a person who manifests or prays, whatever, it's the same energy, then I feel like you need to be really clear on what you're asking for, especially at this time, because I feel like Spirit wants to answer your prayers or your manifestations in a timely manner. So the more clear and specific you are, that brings it forward quicker. So there's power in your intention. Use your powers for good, not evil. Okay, very important. What else? Cut the cords. All right, fire signs also have this. Spirit needs you to realize that not everybody is at the same vibrational match as you. And what that translates to is it has to be a match. Think of magnets, okay? When they get really close, they start to repel each other, right? So if it's not a good fit, it's gonna push apart. But things that are a good fit start to energetically find each other, okay? And as you ascend, as you grow spiritually, you're going to shift, and people that are not of a vibrational match for you will slowly start to fall away. And that makes room for people who are to meet you where you're at and to grow together. So I feel like you need to ask the angels to help you cut the cords with anything or anyone that no longer serves your highest good in the least painful way possible. The least painful way. Ask angels to help you separate and cut the cords, and they will assist you. All right. And what was I saying? It brings way for new energy coming in. So you might have new people coming in. This could be friendships, or it could be a love relationship coming in. Interesting. All right. Let's see what we have from Infinite Love for my water signs. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. What do we need to see? I love who I am becoming. That's part of Ascension. Spirit gave me goosebumps. Okay, so to me, that's a green light. Spirit's telling you that if you are doing the work internally on yourself, they're going to help you shift through all of these situations, people, places, and things that don't fit, right? So we can knock all of those off. We can let go of them. What they're showing me in my mind is like a rocket, like a space shuttle is what it looks like, and it's getting ready to take off. So you know how you've seen videos of those, right? They're on the launch pad and you see the big plume of smoke and the jets kick on, and as it starts to take off, some of the stabilizers and things that it needs once it's on the ground start to fall off because it can't keep going with all the dead weight. Does that make sense? So you're ascending, you're the rocket ship, you're getting ready to take off. There's going to be things that have to fall away so that you can be who you are truly meant to be. And it's supposed to happen that way. I forgive myself for my past mistakes. So you might be letting go of some things, doing some work, working on you. I am thankful for everything that I have. Gratitude is a game changer, and angels respond to gratitude. I also have a whole course on how to connect to angels and your guides. It's $100. It's 4 videos. You email me to purchase that. If you're interested, shoot me an email. It's in the description box. Somebody can't run away from you anymore, so there could be some new love coming in. I put my energy into things that matter to me. All is well in my world. Ooh, cuffing season. Let's make it official. I'm telling you, some of you guys are going to be off the market before the year is out. I see like engagements happening, weddings potentially could be happening, definitely like coupling up, and this person wants you to kiss them like you're the oxygen that they need to live. Ooh, lots of chemistry. Okay. What do we need to know, Spirit? What's happening? What's going on for Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio as we close out 2025? This year has been a hard year for everybody that I can think of. It has been a hard year. Oh, well, it might be your divine counterpart coming in. What was I saying? We've got cuffing season, lots of romance, new unions, new friendships. I feel like this person's going to take you by surprise. It's so funny. They're drawing me to the asteroid up here, okay? And then they're playing Miley Cyrus's I Came in Like a Wrecking Ball. They're showing me the Kool-Aid Man bashing through a wall, right? And the old commercials where he blasts through the wall, and it's like now they're playing Daddy's Home. Okay, so this person is really coming in quickly. I feel like they are super determined to come and get their person. All right, there's been a lot of heartbreak for you or for them, and I feel like the healing is what opens this opportunity. So lots of happier times ahead, celebratory news. I do see, besides what's in the card, I see two people clinking glasses together, like champagne glasses. So there is some sort of happy celebration that's coming in. I do think that there is some logic that's needed in this situation, because I feel like there's a lot of chemistry here. So I think you both need to be logical about what's the next move, right? Because it's going to create a lot of change for you and your world. This masculine, right? Because he's coming in like a fucking wrecking ball, right? The tower is symbolic for things falling apart. They're not falling apart. They're falling into place. Remember, because like a rocket ship, you can't take the dead weight with you. So Spirit's about to remove some things out of your life by the end of the year that are holding you back from really where you should be, not where you think you're going to be, but you're going in a totally different direction. There's this nurturing element that I feel like this masculine sees about you. They might want to have a family with you, things like that. There's the Empress. So they know that you're their person, whether you know it or not. You're about to. I feel like this person's going to come in and express themselves, right? Let go of the burdens. Maybe they want to unburden you if you're dealing with a lot of stuff on your own. I feel like you might be a workaholic. They might be to some extent too, but they're about to come in with some sort of truth and clarity, shed some light on this situation, that they have genuine feelings and they want to make a real commitment, right? As we close out the year with the world, right? We start a whole new chapter. I do feel like you guys are going to be talking about marriage and commitment for the future. We're closing old cycles. We're closing out the year. We're starting something fresh. Travel is also indicated, but you've got to leave toxic shit behind, right? So Spirit's going to guide you where you need to take some action, and you're going to have to be courageous. When Spirit gives you the green light, whether it's you or this masculine energy, I feel like it's more the masculine energy, that it's like they're waiting for Spirit to show them now's your time. Almost like they're giving them like a window of opportunity, and they have to strike while the iron is hot. Interesting. Okay. What else, Spirit? Yeah. They know you're independent. I feel like that's where the planning comes in, hiccups for confirmation. I do feel like this feminine energy is business focused. She's really, they're giving me so much. She's powerful. She's a manifester. She's driven. She's hungry for success. And so I feel like this feminine energy is really more focused on goals and achieving those goals as opposed to love. Not that she's not open to it, but again, their planning has to kind of come in. Does lead to a wish fulfillment. So positive changes, right? I do think there's going to be dreams are going to be really amplified, maybe like really crazy dreams. I always have crazy dreams. But the Ace of Wands is about creativity, birthing new creations, that spark of creativity, chemistry. Make sure it's not toxic. Really important, okay? Because right now, you're more focused on careers and finances, practical matters, building your empire, right? You don't have time for anybody to set you back that's toxic. You just don't. You don't have time for that. You want to go forward to your fresh start, your new beginning, and your happiness, right? So that creates some sort of decision about the future. What do you want? Which direction are you going? Do you want to be solo? Because you do have that option. You don't have to choose this person, but I do think it is a divine counterpart that's coming in. Male or female, doesn't matter, because both are out here. Empress and the Emperor. Two more, please, Spirit. What's the outcome? Ooh, yeah, new love. New love is absolutely coming in for you, and it helps to reset the balance. Courts, contracts, legalities. I do think that this person wants to marry quickly. I don't think they want like a long drawn out engagement. They're like, yeah, no, let's just hurry up and do this already. They're showing me Las Vegas. They're showing me courthouses. So it could be some little just quick impromptu, let's go get married. We'll have a party and stuff later. One more. Thank you, Spirit. Yeah. Are you ready to take that leap of faith? Because they're giving me the world is waiting for you. You have the world card in your reading. And something about an oyster of opportunity and pearls of wisdom. So this is about a trust fall with the universe. Do you trust Spirit to align you with the right people and opportunities? Can you shift your perspective? Can you see things differently and realize that love is part of your future? So you need to be open to opportunities and change, overcoming the heartbreak and the pain, and seeing things clearly to make a decision, because it leads to the stability and the love that you've been craving. Have a great week.